All right, another day for me. So I stopped at creating a next function for the step of life. And the step of life is working with field right now. So let me find the next function. Here it is. So previously we already created this for from -1 to 1 including. Now there's a j for j in -1 to 1 um, including. All right. If j is not 0, so I'm looking here at it right now, is not 0 or I not 0, so I guess this is like a compound thing, and f alive, so self alive at x plus I, y plus j, then alive plus equals 1. So let's see if it compiles. But it was working for this, and now for j it's complaining. Oh, I just maybe didn't see it. Ah, all right. Rust for interval negative. Rust for in negative for loops. All right. Um, what is this stuff? Uh, I cannot understand. Um, yeah, let's just go immediately to Rust documentation for loops. Iterator. So this would work. Again, I'm learning. Break expression. All right. All right. I guess I should do just a loop, since I don't know the standard stuff. I'm gonna assume this. I let mutable. Oh, come on. Mute I32 equals -1. Bam. I create a loop now. So loop. All right, loop. So outer loop does a I plus 1. Oh no, plus equals 1. And if I is more than 1, how was it? Is more than 1, then break. So that does with that. Now here I am creating a let mute. Let mute J I32. Is it frozen? Oh no. Also -1. A loop. So apparently just a loop works with breaks. Alright. Okay. So it starts with -1 and the same if oh, I need to increment it, so j plus 1. If j is more than 1, then we break. Alright. Write it. Okay. So everything needs to be in parentheses to make Rust happy about. What? What is wrong? So this is closed. Right? And I need another closing. And then if this works, then I need to close it again. And this ends this loop. Alright, so at least it's satisfied. And alright. So method is not found on a field. Um, so this should work with use sizes. Technically, this will never be negative. Um, Rust. I32 as use size. As use size. Okay. Well, this is a negative. So accessing integers is done with usize, obviously, because there is no negative numbers. But here I'm doing something unheard of. Let's try maybe use size. Oh, it will yell. It will yell. Use. You know what? I think I will need to convert it to. I'll need to have some I32 intermediate value and then pass it in as a use size, because otherwise it will not swallow it. Oh, it did swallow it. Hold on. Rust language. Let k be I32 minus 1 and let z be usize equals 1, k plus z. It should throw an error because these types are not equally matched. But if I convert k as usize, usize, well, this shows only one method, like an error. Yeah, let's do it other way around. So let xx equal to xx equal to I32. It will have x as I32. It will be comparable plus I, which is U size, x is U size, will be I32, and I is already I32, and this will just have xx, let yy of I32 equal to y as I32 still comparable plus j is I32 already, and it will be just yy. All right, will it be satisfied? So at least we can kind of see that it would work. There's no funny business. So let's create a live method for a field. Alive reports whether the specified cell is alive. If x or y coordinates are outside the field boundaries, they are wrapped roidally. For instance, if x value of -1, it's treated as width -1. All right, let's at least try. So this is for field. Wait, live, f alive. So working with field again. So fn alive. Also taking self. Getting x. You know what? I will take this as I32, just because for the reason over there. And y will be I32. It should give us a boolean. All right. So over here, I'm not gonna convert it to use size. So delete that. So what the hell does this mean? If x is -1, then this is the width -1. How do I make it in Rust? So let let mutable xx again, I32 equals to x if xx is less than 0, then xx is equal to self width minus x. Seems fair. And same for if it's more than self width, more than or equal, then xx is equal to self width minus xx. So if there's like width of 2 and we go to the 3, oh, other way around. So then this should be like 3 minus 2, and it will be 1. And the same logic for y. I think I want to copy this. I know there should be better ways to do this and less code as well. But since I don't know Rust, I will do it the dumbest way possible. This is how you gain experience, right? This could also be a reusable function, actually. So this is for height, this is the y, this is the height, and this is the y. I could make a function to do just that, but whatever. Alright, return self, what was it? Oh yeah, this x, y, right? Oh, it's I32. We know for a fact that it will not go outside the bounds, so I can do this as use size and as use size. Alright, so this function is done. I hope it will work correctly, because I would hate to debug it. Oh shit. Alright, 79 as I32. And this also should be I32. Should I wrap it in a thing? Yeah, let's do that. Oh, shoot. um, as I32 and as I32. Will it work? Come on. Oh, alright, let's freaking do it. How about other places? Yeah, it worked. Alright. Again, so as I32, by making so many errors and like contextual like mistakes, I believe I gain more knowledge like, oh, come on. Expected. What? I don't get it. Oh, as. Yep. This is so not safe. Alright, well, at least it compiled. Cool. This is nice, 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 nice. Alright, so a live method is done, and we need to do this. So I believe this is right. I wanted to copy that code, but I kind of want to um, understand the logic while I write it, because I don't know how to implement this entire algorithm. Equals 2. And self alive at x as I32 and y as I32. Wrote it, compiled. Good. So next, so this was a next method. So there was a step. This is a step. There was the update thing. We did a next. So where was the update? Yeah, so there was a step. This was next. And then there was a swapping. Um, all right. Oh, so I've done the setter. This is done. This is done, and this is done. Somehow it feels I'm done, but apparently I will need to build the buffer. So printing the L, the new life, Alright, so there's a conversion to string of life. So this is the reason it was able to do it in Go. Alright, I'm gonna make a small break and I will continue.